Dinger o'clock. Welcome in, everyone. June 22nd. Gonna go over some dingers today. Let me send out the noties as per usual, and we will get started. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games today. We're gonna be diving into all of them, except two. The Cubs game and what was it, the Nationals game or something, have some bad weather. You can see that on our ballpark weather cheat sheet. Let's see. Yeah, Nationals 80% chance of rain, Cubs 82% chance of rain. Last night, both of these were at 60%. So odds have gone up that these games will be delayed, postponed. Not something you're going to want to bet on. But let me send out these noties and we'll get started. Appreciate you guys for joining. Jonah, how you doing, man? Glad to see you in here. I'm going to pin the blog in chat. So here are my top 3 homers. I do also, someone remind me to check Merrill Kelly. I had his hits allowed over last night, but no odds were out, so I'm going to check that first, and then we'll get into some homers. Hold on, let me get this link. Send it in the Discord, send it in the Twitter. Make sure everyone who wants to join knows that I'm live. And we will get this link out. Hopefully you guys are having a good Monday. 3:41 Central Time at least. So should be getting out of work or wrapping up or whatever you guys do. And let's put it on Discord. All right, boys. Time to lock in. OG Justin, what's up? New here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you, man. Matthew, what's up? Thomas, Trent. What's up, boys? Storm is headed our way. Yeah. Gonna have to wait it out to the bar. Yeah, man. It's been rough here. In the Chicagoland area. It's been a lot of rain, so yeah. Hopefully the Cubs, can play a baseball game, but actually wait, they're playing in New York and it's still raining there. So man, Shota versus Kodai Senga was a really, really, really good game in terms of looking at homers, but you just can't look when it's going to be delayed. And I've said this before, the reason I'm scared of rain games isn't necessarily just because it's harder to hit in rain, it's harder to see in rain. Things like that obviously make it more difficult. However, a game can play, like, I think 5.5 innings or around 5 innings, maybe 4.5 innings. I forget the exact number, but basically half of the game, and it can count for a full game. So your bets will settle. You will be completely screwed because the game, if they hit, someone in chat, let me know. I think it's 4.5, 5.5 innings, something like that. But if that happens, your bet stands, and your batter, like, they might hit a homer, but if not, they're probably only getting 1-2 plate appearances, depending on what order or what spot in the order you're batting at. And I've had people have that happen. So it's 5. Okay, 5. So yeah, if a game goes 5 innings. Because I guess technically it's more than half, right? Shawan, appreciate the sub, but it's just rough, man. So you just don't want to bet on games that even have a chance of being rained out for mainly that reason. So yeah. Hit a 3x round robin laser home run. Holy, good hit, man. What's up, Cherry Pickens? Welcome, welcome. Rye, how you doing? Absolutely locking in. Is Jake a Bears fan? Hold up, chat. Just got my new Dylan Thieneman jersey. First round draft pick by yours truly, Chicago Bears. I also have a Caleb jersey, Colston Loveland, Hester. You guys already know I'm a Bears fan. Also, come on now. Bears Gatorade bottle. Everything I do is Bears, man. Everything I do. Come on now. Don't play. Don't play. All right. Let's get to some homers. Again, top three are posted in chat. They are Jackson Merrill, Kyle Stowers, Cody Clemens. Not really in a particular order. Stowers does have a harder matchup than I'd particularly like, but him on the slider sinker combo, even from last season, this dude is a dog. Look at his barrel 22 and a half, 40% barrel on 19 battable events. Does have a high K rate, so I wouldn't be surprised if he strikes out once. But man, if he puts a ball into play, even if you filter on last season, I mean, look at him versus righties. Lefties didn't really do much. Look at him versus righties. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. And remember, he's going to get that slider sinker combo. So 21 and a 14.5% barrel on a massive 40 battable event sample size. Does have, again, kind of a higher K rate than you'd like, but still looking really, really good in my opinion there. Cody Clemens, I believe, kind of a shorter pull side for him. Last 15 on these pitches, 47.5% fly ball, 53 hard hit, 60% pull, which are elite numbers there. Eric Lauer gives up way more to lefties than righties. Four-seamer slider are Cody's pitches, right? Look at that hard hit rate, 42.5, 54.5%. Pull barrel equals the barrel on his four-seamer. Get some barrel on the slider as well. And look at the fly ball rates on top of what Lauer already gives up on the pull barrel. He just gives up a lot on that four-seamer. And not a very high ground ball rate either on either of those pitches. Jackson Merrill, 2 of 3 against Grant Holmes. Same thing here, slider four-seam combo. And he's getting 20% barrel and a 17.8% barrel on the slider and four-seamer respectively. And then Grant Holmes just gives up a ton. Especially, you look at these guys like the last 3 starts. I mean, Grant Holmes is giving up a 22% barrel on the slider, 12.5% barrel on the four-seamer. In his last 5 starts, 21% barrel, 23% barrel. Look at the pull air numbers as well. High fly ball rates. So you always have to take into account the pitcher as well as the hitter when you're doing your research. Hitter could look really, really good, but you want to make sure you're looking at the pitcher stats as well. Brewers, Sox, Cards, Phillies money line. Thank me later. Brewers. Brandon Woodruff. I don't think he was announced last night when I was researching. Looks like righties. He gives up a lot of homers too. Now, something I do want to note is when you're looking, you want to make sure like that the home run per 9 number is above 1.2. That is my magic number. That makes me feel confident that this guy is likely to give up homers. But you also want to check what pitches is he giving up the homer. So look, against the lefties, he did give up 1 on the four-seamer, but he gave up 1 on the sinker, and he only throws that 5.5% of the time. You could also check like last 3 games, how often he's throwing it. Look, he threw 1 sinker over his last 3 games. So really, really important to take into account like how often they're throwing these pitches and if they're actually throwing these pitches recently and what pitches they're giving up the home run on. So 2-2, very, very close. And you could actually see he gives up more homers to righties on his top pitches, which is more important. Not a great example there, but like you look at a guy like Singer, to lefties, look, he's giving up 7 on his top 2 pitches that he throws almost 90% of the time. And then you see righties. He does give up on the sinker, but the sweeper he gave up 2. So, like, he's only really giving up 4. So you could see he's clearly worse versus lefties. And all the numbers you can see kind of go that way as well. You can look at all the barrel percents, the hard hit, the pull barrel, everything like that. So if you were to bet on this game, I personally would take a lefty. Unless a righty stat looks really, really good. You can see Contreras, Churio don't really do or haven't really done much. Churio, good barrel, but not a great pull barrel. And I don't think the Red Stadium, sorry, they're playing in Great American Ballpark, so it is a good stadium for homers. But you want to make sure whoever you're betting on is good on the sinker slider. And in this case, it would probably be either Garrett Mitchell or Jake Bauers. Both have a high ground ball rate. I have bet on Garrett Mitchell before. I got sniped him at plus 680 on one of the blogs. Average distance is very similar. Jake Bauers tends to hit it more over 350. You could also take into account like who's pulling the baseball more. So Garrett Mitchell, you can see a lot of his homers to dead center. Doesn't really pull a lot of baseballs. I don't really know Jake Bauers. Yeah, see, he pulls more. So I mean, 351, 354, 373. Those would all be homers, and that's not very far off from his average hit distance. So yeah, I mean, maybe you can take a guy like Jake Bauers. Not great on the sinker, but if he gets that slider, might be gone. And he does have 2 homers on the sinker, so it's not like it's impossible. Really good metrics actually on right-handed pitchers, which obviously makes sense. Being a lefty, that's like typical. Hitters are going to be better against opposite-handedness. Pitchers are better against the same-handedness. So when you're looking, it makes sense that Singer struggles versus lefties, and it makes sense that Bauers is good versus righties, right? Bauers batting in the 5th hole. Don't really love that. You usually want to bet on guys batting top 4 in case, they don't hit against the starter, then they get a few more chances. Usually than the bottom of the order. You always notice that these guys have higher odds, and it's not always necessarily because they're a bad matchup. In most of the time, you're going to put your worst hitters towards the bottom of the order, but you have to take into account that you want your better hitters getting more ABs and just have better matchups in general against the bullpen, whatever the case may be. You also want to make sure your guy's not getting pinch hit for. So you can see Jake Bauers 3.4 over his last 5. Looks like he was pinch hitting here. I don't think he got pinch hit for. Had 2 ABs, had 2 strikeouts, 1 at bat, 1 walk. So probably had a, whatever, just some out because he didn't get a hit. 5-4. Yeah, I mean, he might get pinch hit for if they bring in a lefty. You could also see like Jake Bauers only 58. I guess that's decent compared to the rest of the lineup. So probably won't get pinch hit for since he is starting tonight. PCA, I'd be careful on that game. It is supposed to rain. 80% chance. I kind of went over it in the start of stream, but it's not only because of the rain. It makes it hard to see, makes it hard to hit. But if they play, chat is saying 5 innings. I thought it was like 5.5. But if they play 5 innings or something like that, and the game gets canceled or postponed, it won't get canceled or postponed. They'll just end the game. So be careful on those. Sad Johnson left us being a Jets fan. Was he on the Jets? Ben Johnson? Is that what you're talking about? Which is worse, being a Bears fan or Raiders fan? Currently, it has to be Raiders fan. Especially last season. Like, all time, though? All time, it's probably close. Oof. Recently, though, I'd still say it's worse being a Raiders fan. It's got to be worse being a Raiders fan. Who's the better pick, Bellinger or Goldschmidt? They're facing Framber Valdez. I usually don't take homers. See, he's given up 9 homers this year in 83 innings. I guess he struggles more versus righties. Kind of on that sinker. You'd probably have to take a righty in this game. So for that reason, I'd probably not take Cody. Ahmed Rosario. 14 plate appearances. Where's Paul Goldschmidt? No barrel. I would look at last 25 generally. Jazz, he's a lefty though. You could also check history. Is there any better versus pitcher? Jazz does have a homer on him. Cody 4 of 12. Paul 1 of 7. K's a lot against him. Let's see, what has Cody done? So he's 4 of 12 with 4 singles. 5 hard hits. Let's actually look at the batter versus pitcher history. The full thing here. See what Cody's done. Did hit a fly ball. Would have been a homer in 8 of 30 parks. This was in 2020. Hasn't really done much homer-wise against him. Gets some good contact. I mean, 4 of 12 with 4 singles. If you want to bet his single. I wouldn't knock you for that too much. Paul Goldschmidt, again, I feel like you'd have to take a righty in this matchup. 382, 29 of 30 off of a sinker. Gets a lot of sinkers for Caballero. Jazz does have a homer in his last at bat versus him just about a year ago. Did not barrel it, which is interesting. 34 off the bat, which is out of that range. I think it's 8 to 32 for a ball to be barreled. Was still a homer though. Went 391 feet. I believe Schwarber just had a homer that was like 43 launch angle, which is absolutely insane. But again, if I were to take anything from this game, you'd have to take a righty. I guess Paul Goldschmidt, but I don't love it. If you were to take a lefty, I guess Jazz, but I don't really love any Yankees for today against Valdez. Any pitcher that throws like a sinker curve or like a sinker is the hardest pitch to hit a homer on, because they just break away and the pitcher gets so many ground balls. Look against lefties. Look at the ground ball rates. Sinkers 70% of the time, and that's very consistent throughout the entire season. Righties, you could see recently he's getting a lot of ground balls versus righties. Sinker, change, curve, just 3 really hard pitches to hit for homer, especially when you have a guy like Framber Valdez. So I'd probably fade that, to be honest. Nationals game likely to be canceled. Ben was the Lions O-line coach. Jets fans are in shambles. He was not the O-line coach. He was the offensive coordinator. And he was a tight ends coach in Miami. And then I think he did that and then Lions tight end coach and then offensive coordinator. Something like that. Burleson Dingler, lock of the day. I do like Burleson for a homer. I won't lie. I almost put him on the blog. Look at his last 25 plate appearances on his barrel. 28.6% of the time. You do want to look generally. So general does matter. But you do have to consider like what pitches they're getting. I mean, let's see his last 15 batted ball events. 20% barrel, 13.3 pull barrel, 20% blast. Anything over like 10 is good. So you can see a lot of the Cardinals hitting the ball really, really well recently. A thing I like to call good air rate, which is fly ball and line drives at about 86.7%. In his last 15, 66.7 pull is pretty elite as well. Good squared up rate, good fast swing rate. You want them swinging the bat over 75 miles an hour. You can see average is 75.1. It's also an important stat. Good pull air rate, 53.3% of the time. He's pulling the ball in the air. Really, really, really good number there. And that's just what he's doing recently on these top 4 pitches. You could filter like last 60 days. I mean, look how many homers he's got. Yeah, so if you were to take him, I mean, I won't knock you at all. Buxton looks absolutely insane. So if you wanted to take Buxton, I wouldn't blame you. He is 1 for 8. I think he had a lot of ground balls versus Merrill Kelly, which was interesting. Doesn't really fare well on the changeup, but man, if he gets 4-seam cutter curve, he's got a chance to take all of those yard. So, I mean, 33.7% chance he throws a changeup. 30% of the time he's throwing the 4-seam, and then like another 30 is throwing the cutter curve. So you could feel pretty confident that at least at some point in the AB, he'll get the 4-seam curve cutter. And if he does, watch out. I mean, just look what Merrill Kelly gives up on the 4-seam and cutter. Like, why is he still throwing these pitches? Look at the launch angle on the 4-seam. Bro, they're just absolutely squaring it up. 7.9% ground ball. That is so bad. Oh, my God. I did want to check Merrill Kelly over hits allowed. I think it's 5.5 for... Yeah, looks like you're going to be best on BetMGM for a... Wow, they don't even have an over on DraftKings. That's a really important thing to note. I'm probably going to take him on BetMGM for over. I mean, this guy is... He's so bad versus lefties. G trippin'. Appreciate the sub, bro. If you guys do want all of this data for yourself, it is available on propfinder.app. I'm going to put a discount code in chat. You'll get 30% off if you use the monthly or yearly but make sure you check that out. It's free for a little bit. You get a free trial and you get like a few props a day. But if you want all of the data we have to offer, I mean, we have home run matchups, exit velo, zone comparison, pitcher weak spot. Like I have a video on all of these on YouTube as well. So if you're confused, you can see exactly how to research and just everything like that. So definitely check it out. Definitely worth it. It's $15 a month, but if you use that code in chat, it's $10 a month if you use code PF30. So check that out for sure. Duran's recent EV is solid, 90.2 miles an hour season EV, but his last 5. I wouldn't focus on last 5 at bats. I would filter. I like filtering by season first. So like here with Burleson, or just with anyone in this game, you see Merrill Kelly really struggles versus lefties, and you could just see that we were already looking at that earlier. His last 5 games, he's given up 5 homers to lefties. I mean, pretty much a guarantee that he'll give up at least 1 homer. Didn't in his last start, but also only pitched to 9 batters and walked 11% of them. So his last 3 games, given up 3 homers to lefties, 6.1 barrel, pretty high fly ball rate, high home run per fly ball. Actually a lower barrel than you would imagine versus lefties, which is interesting. Don't know what pitches he was throwing. It seems like that barrel percent should be higher, but I guess not. But I mean, season barrel, 17.5% is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, you'd want to take a lefty in this game. So I'd filter immediately by just leaving all the pitches out and filtering by season. Looking who has the highest barrel and highest pull barrel, and it's both Burleson. He also has the highest pull error. He has top 3 hard hit percent. And then you also want to look at pull, 51%, line drive, fly ball, just absolutely insane. Insane all across the board, and those are season stats. So then I'd filter by last 25 plate appearances to see what he's done recently. So not great recently, like a really good batting average. So I took him for a hit. My top 4 hits for today are going to be, let's see what I posted. Burleson, Freddie Freeman, I paired them for minus 125 on, what was that, on Caesars or something? Or, yeah, I think Caesars had them for minus 125. And then Yandy Diaz and Cody Clemens for a hit, minus 101. So really good odds. Those are my top 4 hits for today. I also parlayed them, all 4 of them, to win about 2 units. So those are my top 4 hits in general, but of course we're researching homers. So last 25 plate appearances doesn't look particularly amazing barrel percent wise, but look, he's still getting a lot of pull air, still getting a lot of hard hit, still a high line drive, just not getting a high fly ball rate, but also not a terribly high ground ball rate either. So good air rate, still at about 70%. Again, that fly ball plus line drive, I just like calling good air because it's not a pop-up. And then if you filter recently by the pitches that he should be getting, and if you don't want to filter and change up because he's likely not going to hit a home run on this pitch, and we know that going in, we're taking kind of this other 60%, and you could see his last 25 plate appearances, 31.6% barrel, 21.1% of it being pull barrel. Newt Bar as well. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes, but you got to take Burley here, especially if the odds are similar. You know, Newt Bar at plus 650, I don't mind, but I also think he's coming back from injury and hasn't looked amazing. I don't know. Probably wouldn't take anything there. But Burleson, 31.6. Again, pull barrel really good, pull air really good, hard hit rate. Fly ball, line drive. Yeah, so I would take him. 68.4% pull is absolutely insane. You could also see average distance. So he's on average when he gets one of these pitches. In his last 25 plate appearances, he's averaging 300 feet with 6 going over 350, 5 being homers, 6 possible homers. So insane, man. Absolutely insane. You can, and then, so if I filter by last 25 plate appearances to kind of see their K rates. Also, he's not striking out. So he struck out 12% of the time in his last 25 plate appearances. Not a high number at all. Like, that's not even something you worry about. Some of the top hitters in the league strike out like 40% of the time. Like, if you look at Kyle Schwarber, he strikes out and whiffs like 40, 50% of the time. Swinging strike, probably about 30%, right? I mean, it's insane. So Burleson not whiffing, not striking out, not really something you have to worry about. Getting in pretty much an averaging a hard hit and really high distance as well. And then I filter by last 15 batted ball events, and you can see, look at his barrel, 33.3% barrel, 26.7% pull barrel, 60% pull air, extremely high hard hit, fly ball as well. Launch angle, sweet spot, really important for home runs. So 53.3% of the time he's hitting it between 8 and 32 degrees, which is possible for a home run. 20.8% blast. I mean, yeah, this is someone you're going to have to take for today, in my opinion. Again, the general recency, like, isn't great. Yeah, he doesn't even have a barrel recently, but the pitches you're getting matter more. Because, like, sure, he doesn't have a barrel, but look at the top recent pitches. This is why we have these filters, so you can see what he's done versus these pitches. And again, don't really love the changeup. He does have a homer on it, so, like, he barreled one of them up, but in 41 batted ball events, you don't love that. Even last season, didn't really barrel it up. But look, I mean, he hasn't really struck out in his last 2 seasons. Gets a over 10% barrel on the top 3 pitches that we're targeting. That he's going to get about 60% of the time. Just kind of have to fade the change, and then you're looking really, really good. For Boston, I'm between Abreu and Duran, bro. It's literally every day, same. 1.5 HRR for Weatherholt and Burleson, or Cards team total. I never bet like team totals or money lines, so I don't even know on that. Over under is 8.5. Apparently the stadium sucks. What the heck? 386, yeah. I mean, it's always interesting, right? Like, you compare this to a Yankees short porch. 386 is barely a homer here. I mean, a homer would be, like, there's a 375 that would be a homer, and I think that's, like, over here. So, in Yankee Stadium, it's always interesting to look at the ballpark. Apparently, this ballpark sucks for homers. Now, I know the Cardinals also just haven't been a home run hitting team in the past 4 years-ish, but yeah, interesting to see that. Do you like Colson today? No YouTube alert. What? Tyler O'Neill. Okay, we'll look at Tyler O'Neill after we look at Colson Montgomery. Gavin Williams gives up a lot of homers to lefties. 10 homers this season. Has given up 15, 10 of which come versus lefties. The HR per 9 isn't too different. Let's see here. You can see actually on his top 2 pitches, the sweeper sinker to righties actually doesn't really generate very many ground balls. Also doesn't generate very many fly balls. Strikes out a lot of righties. Let's see, like his last, I don't know, 5 starts. I don't know. Is Colson Montgomery good on the curve sinker sweeper? It's not really going to get the 4-seam. Not enough to bet on it. Only like, you know, what, 16% of the time to lefties, which is way down. So it's always interesting. Like, look, his season average, 28%. Last 5, only 16% of the time is he throwing a 4-seamer. Last 3, even less, 13. Last game, 15%. So you always want to go off of recency. You can look at the pitch recency chart here as well. So you could see, look at the drop on the 4-seamer. It's this red line here. 50% of the time he was throwing it on the 9th, on May 9th, and now look at where it ended up, right? So kind of entering this phase of like a top 3 pitch mix. Curveball, sweeper, sinker is what he's throwing recently, which is kind of what you could see here, sinker, sweeper, curve. To lefties, so sweeper, sinker, curve. I won't even filter in the fastball really because he's throwing his curve 22% of the time, 4-seam only 15% of the time. Benintendi always looks good. The thing with Benintendi is he never really has the highest barrel, but he has the highest pull barrel all the time. So when he barrels it, I mean, it's got a chance to go, and it's only got to travel like 370 or so. You could see this one 347 would have been well out. 371. I mean, he could mash some, but like he's more of a contact hitter, more of a get on base type of guy, especially versus righties. He does get pinch hit for versus lefties, so keep that in mind. I don't love him enough. Like, if he was getting the four seamer, you could see 16.7% barrel, 16.7% pull barrel. Cutter, 28.6% barrel, 28.6% pull barrel. If he was getting either the four seamer or the cutter, I would take him for a homer without a doubt. And he may still get those, but he's going to get the curve sweeper more, and you can just see no barrel on the curve sweeper. So you'd have to take someone who's really good on the curve sweeper sinker. And I don't know, it's just not good enough for me, especially with Benintendi probably going to get pulled or pinch hit for. I don't know, Vargas maybe, but you'd want to take a lefty. You filtered for right. I filtered for righties, not lefties, right? Sinker. Wait, so what does he do to righties? Sinker, sweeper, cutter. Pretty much the same. Just getting the cutter a bit more. Yeah, cutter only 10% of the time. Righties are just getting sweeper, sinker, pretty much. Good shout, Verk. So yeah, that's pretty much all you have to put in. And still, like, Benintendi's the top, and he's just not looking great. Maybe Vargas goes, but I don't love anything from this game, if I'm honest. I mean, Gavin Williams has also been good recently. I guess he has given up a lot of homers, but K rates are pretty high. Man, look at his barrel percent. Is he giving up recently? His last 5 homer wise. Cutter to righty. So yeah, I mean, he's done the cutter 18 times. 2 times he gave up a homer. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But also not something you really want to bet on. Curveball, sinker. Yeah, I'm still with the idea that a lefty, if I were to guess, a lefty would probably take him yard. Righties are going to know what pitches they're getting more than lefties, but he just gives up more versus lefties, and it makes sense. He's a right-handed pitcher, so does get a lot of Ks. Sox don't strike out a lot at home. Yeah, I would take a lefty here. I'm on season. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. We can look at recency as well. It's like Vargas, Tristan Peters. Antonacci's been nasty lately, but I don't know, not something I love. Like Tristan Peters, maybe. Don't love his good air rate. Hits it on the ground more, or pops it up more. I could look at recency. I mean, Sam Antonacci has been insane lately. Took this dude for a hit, and he just absolutely smacked one out of the park his first AB. Ian Happ, so Cubs game, probably going to get rained out. So I've explained that a lot. I'm not taking anyone from Cubs. I haven't even researched this game. 80% chance it gets rained out. Who was the guy we were going to check after Colson? Forgot. Tyler O'Neill. That's it. It's like Tyler O'Neill. I haven't heard his name in a while. So the thing about this game, I think you're doing the research in the right way. Never mind. Tyler O'Neill. Yeah, he's a righty. I wouldn't even. So, I mean, this pitcher really good versus righties, and he's a left-handed pitcher, would, make sense. Actually, yeah. Right? No, I'm stupid. That doesn't make sense. Either way, though, this guy only projected... Oh, I guess he is projected 14.5 outs. I was looking last night, and he was only projected 3.5 strikeouts, so I figured he wasn't going to pitch very much. Also, has recently... I mean, look at his pitches. Like, I guess I was just looking at his innings pitched. He only pitched 3 innings, gave up a lot of hits. Yeah, this guy's not very good at all. So, versus lefties, he really struggles. which is interesting. Four-seam cutter changeup to lefties is pretty much what I would go with this if I had to do anything here. Lefties. No lefties look great. God, they have, like, no good lefties. Let's filter on season. Sam Huff's always at the top, but he only has 5 plate appearances. It's like, bro, what are we doing? Wow, yeah, Basayo literally does nothing versus lefties. No, like, none of these lefties do anything versus lefties. I mean, he's giving up 2 homers versus them. It was on the changeup slider. Still doesn't get a lot of Ks. Gets a lot of ground balls. This guy's just a ground ball pitcher. I guess does look worse for righties. Interesting that he hasn't given up very many homers, though. I mean, 15 innings, 63 batters faced, giving up a 200 batting average. Higher hard hit rate, higher fly ball, higher barrel. Interesting. 7.6% meatball. Four-seam change is pretty much all they're getting versus righties. On the season, Kobe Mayo, Pete Alonso. I would take... Tyler O'Neill literally hasn't barreled the ball all season. He has it some over 350. Probably take Pete Alonso here. I mean, he's plus 283. Yeah, Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso doesn't really pull a lot of baseballs, especially barrel-wise. I think on the season he also has... I guess he does pull it. He has a really high straight rate, though. I guess does pull the most on his team. Jeremiah Jackson, maybe some there. Let's look at general recency. Yeah, Kobe Mayo has been absolutely insane recently. Dude has 4 homers. Jeez, 4 homers in his last 25 against these pitches. They're just in general. Just in general. I mean, how? I guess against lefties. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy. 26.7 barrel, 4 homers. Good air rate, over 50%. Home run per fly ball. All stats look good there. If you filter just these top 2 pitches, you do want to see... Yeah, four-seam change. I mean, he has a 11% barrel, 11% pull barrel. High fly ball rate. Literally hasn't dirted a single ground ball in 9 batted ball events, which is really good stat there. Has a homer on both the four-seam and the change. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to a little Kobe Mayo action. I think it's interesting that, I mean, recently, Kobe Mayo just, in general, hits a lot. Just against what, lefties in general. But on the four-seam change, Pete Alonso, 24% barrel. I mean, that's just insane. In his last 25 batted ball events. See plate appearance-wise. Man, it's close. Who do you guys think is better? Pete all day? Love Pete today. I think it's close. I think it's closer than you think between Kobe Mayo and Pete Alonso today. I mean, Kobe Mayo, higher percent pull barrel. But also Pete with that 26% barrel. It is a fine stadium for righties. Let's see, change up four-seam, all against lefties. Yeah, see, Pete Alonso, look how often he's hitting oppo. Like, this dude just doesn't pull any baseballs. I feel like that's crazy. I don't know why he does that. He's also a really good hitter on the Brewers. I always forget if it's Terang or Bowers, but one of them, like, never pulled the baseball. And if they knew how to pull the baseball, they'd have had, like, probably 20 homers this season. Pete. Nito makes more sense in this game. 18 for 81 versus lefties. 3 homers, 3 doubles. Kobe Mayo 16 of 53. Kobe Mayo could actually be a good guy just for a hit today as well. Yeah, I might take him for a hit. Make another little hit lay. 2-2 against him as well. Good odds. Minus 138. I don't know where he's batting in the lineup, but no batter versus pitcher history. 6 homers versus lefties. I think for the odds, I feel like you have to take Kobe Mayo here, to be honest. Especially with what he's done recently versus lefties. I don't know what Pete's done. Let's see. Yeah, see, only a 6.7 barrel, 13.1%. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes. Appreciate the sub, Kai. Appreciate the sub. Oppo was good in Baltimore or in LA. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really seem to matter. Like, a lot of home run park factor 1.03, so 3% increase to whatever side usually just means a shorter park. .365, like 372. I don't think it's really much of a difference. Actually, does seem deeper for righties. This is what, 390? Jeez. Yeah, I do like Kobe Mayo today. He'd be my pick. Nito going again. Let's look at the Angels here. Kyle Bradish, how many innings he projected? Should be high, yeah. God, he had 12 Ks his last time out against the Mariners. Holy. Angels do strike out a ton. Wow, this guy was nasty in his last start. What did he throw? Because he's probably going back to it. Slider, sinker. Look at that K rate. Whew. Curveball, sinker, four seam to lefties. Slider, sinker to righties. Curveball. Yeah, I mean, exactly what he's thrown over the course of the year, I believe. What was it? Yeah, righties was the easy one. Curve, sinker, four seam. Curve, sinker, four seam. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly curve, sinker, four seam. Okay. So, got to see who's good on these pitches. Let's just look at general recency first. Zach Nito, Logan O'Hoppe. Nito probably looks the best just in general, just right off the bat. Is Mike Trout, he's still injured? Of course he is. So sad. So sad. First should just go to the Dodgers, get a little ring, and then retire. Taylor Ward back in LA. I put him for HRR. That could be interesting. Taylor Ward's just not a homer guy like he was last year. Zach Nito, I mean, just has the best stats all around. So now let's filter by last 15 batted ball events. Gold coin. OG breadwinner. This guy's back sending gold coins. Zach Nito, been insane lately. 4 balls hit over 350 feet. 4 balls were a near home run, which means they would have been a homer in at least one park. 3 of them were a homer. 53.3% fly ball rate. 73 pull is insane. Let's see what he does at home. At home, see, that is interesting. 7 homers at home, 10 on the road. I guess he does have like 42 more plate appearances. Mondays, he has 3 homers. I don't really take these stats into account too much. I just think they're kind of funny. Thursdays, 3 of 32 or 3 of 22. Not good at all. Not very good on the slider. Whiffs a lot on the slider. Does have 2 homers on it. 35 batted ball events. Only a 5.7% barrel. Let's see what he's done on the slider. Yeah, this season, last 60 days, this would have been absolutely mashed. Merrill Kelly, see, like, Merrill Kelly's such a bot. Bro, this dude, I gotta turn those off. Sliders, sinker. To righties. I mean, don't love that. Jorge Soler apparently batting 4th. Doesn't have any odds. Can't even click him. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, that's interesting. So let's just see recently who's good against this. I mean, you just have to take Nito, probably. Plus 425 as well. Good odds. Really good odds. I don't like that he's going to get the slider sinker. It's always really hard pitches to hit out. Sinker, he is good on, though. I mean, 27 batted ball events, 324 ISO, 3 homers, 432 WOBA as well. Doesn't really strike out on it. Also doesn't really ground out on it, which is good. Or hit it on the ground, not ground out, but you know what I mean. Versus righties. Yeah. I'd say Nito looks pretty good here. Maybe for total bases or something. Has to be Adele's turn? No. No, it is not Adele's turn. Adele is good versus lefty. Scott, he hasn't been very good this season. It's much better last year. Much better last year versus righties. Wow. Sinker slider. Really good. Anyway, if you were to take anyone, I'd probably take Nito. I mean, odds go that way as well. You can see he's plus 425. Batting first in the order. Bradish, really good start his last time out. Literally unhittable. I just think that slider could be a challenge for Nito. Oh, let me update the list. Hold on. Hold up. Let me update the props. Haven't even done that at all yet. Here's everything. I'm going to type them. If you type exclamation mark props, props or exclamation mark props too, you'll see all the homers that I have today. So we're going to type Clemens, Merrill, Stowers, Burleson, Mayo, and that's it. I guess Nito as well. We could put Nito. Okay, so exclamation mark props too, whatever you want to type. I'll type it in chat so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And if you type that anytime throughout the stream, you'll see all the homers. Why like Burleson? Bro, we went over him in stream earlier. He looks absolutely insane. I actually need to bet him. He's plus 425 in MGM. I need to pull up my tracker here. What's happening with my fantasy team? What are we doing? 425. So yeah, I'm taking all these guys. I'm going to find a hit combo for Kobe Mayo. He looks really, really good for a hit. Does kind of have a hard matchup, but if you, I mean, that four-seam changeup, like, with what this pitcher's given up recently, too, on the four-seam, and with what he's done recently, I'm taking it. Burleson. Where are you? If there's any other homers you guys want to go over, let me know. Buxton, I do like. Yeah, we can go over. I could show you guys why I like Buxton. I mean, it's pretty obvious. This pitcher throws the four-seamer 40% of the time. Buxton, 42.9% of the time he's hitting it out, or is hitting a barrel. I mean, it's insane. 23 plate appearances. He has 3 no homers, 1 homer. Average distance, 323 feet. Just absolutely insane. Why is this showing Alec Pierce? Like, bro, I don't want to bet on Alec Pierce. My God. BetMGM. I say it all the time. Great odds. The worst UI ever. Genuinely. Like, how do you even make the the UI this bad? It's genuinely impressive. It really is. Okay, 425 for Burley. Gonna bet him to win 2 units. Churio, don't love Churio. Why'd you like Cody over Royce? Let's see. Guess we're here already. So we already know you want to look at a lefty against Eric Lauer. Pretty much just a barrel. I mean, you could see 15.8% season barrel, 10.5% pull barrel. Royce Lewis as a righty. Hard hit rate, sweet spot, literally the same. So he's getting a high amount of just really good contact, really good power, which is why you could see a high blast rate, 20%. Anything over 10 is good here on a blast. 15% is pretty elite, especially recently. Fly ball rate, 47%. Line drive rate, 26%. Good pull rate as well. And then you filter by recency. You can see his pull barrel, pull air, hard hit, sweet spot. All look really, really good. Breezy, it is different, though, because Royce is a righty. And when the pitcher's sucky versus lefties, you're going to want to rather take that. I mean, I guess you could take him versus righties, but look at all of his numbers. They'd just much rather take versus lefties. Clemens head-to-head is crazy. No. 1 of 4. You mean Royce? 1 of 3. Buxton head-to-head is crazy. Buxton has 2 homers and 10 ABs against him, 3 hard hits, 2 walks. Dingler, we can go over Dingler. Against Garrett Cole, don't love it initially. Colt Keith, they're not going to want to take a lefty. I guess you actually are going to want to take a lefty. Garrett Cole didn't pitch last season. He had Tommy John versus lefties. Four-seam change knuckle curve. Ugh. Four-seam slider sinker to righties. Yeah, probably. Dingler, good barrel. Torque, good pull barrel. Still annoyed Torque didn't go in that Astros game. He's good on the four-seam. Dingler's really good on the four-seamer. 22.5% blast. Pull barrel, Lee. Lee's got it. Torque. Yeah, Dingler really good on the four-seam and slider. Exactly what Cole offers the most. Does throw that knuckle curve in. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to the knuckle curve a lot tonight. Last 2 hits into play off the four-seam slider were both homers. Pretty good air rate. Don't like his pull. Also a really bad stadium. Where are they playing? This is the Tigers Stadium. Dear God, the stadium is terrible. Yeah, this stadium is awful. Like, this would be a homer in, like, pretty much all stadiums. 406 to left center, and it's not out. 443 against Kumar Rocker, just absolutely insane. God, this stadium is bad. I mean, Dingler actually doesn't look terrible, but I don't know if he could take it with the stadium. I'm surprised that number's so high. Or, like, above average. Favorites, if you type exclamation mark props, you'll see all my favorites. Pitcher versus team I'm talking about? Pitcher versus team. Or are we looking at Twins? Oh, like Cody Clemens has. Yeah, I mean, that's another reason. I think this is actually put in the blog. You're right, though. For sure. Probably won't get a cutter, but I mean, look what he's done on four-seamer. Good launch angle. Yeah, 2 barreled balls. Could have been homers. 402. Yeah. Cincy versus Woodruff. Goldie, I don't like any Yankees today against Valdez. Phillies game already delayed. Yeah, I mean that you knew that was going to happen. Like 80% chance it's getting rained out. That's why I didn't even research it. Appreciate the sub, Chris. Appreciate you, bro. If you guys aren't subbed here, make sure you do. I go live all the time. Show you guys my thoughts and opinions. Have some good cheat sheet videos, tutorials, and whatnot. So if you do want to learn how to use the site, sub here. If you want to learn how to use Propfinder. Someone wanted to go over Dodgers. Matt Olson as well. Let's do Matt Olson quick. I don't really love anything against Michael King. I mean, you could see his HR per 9 doesn't really give up a lot of homers. Versus lefties, he throws a changeup sinker. It's already not great. Drake Baldwin, Michael Harris, Matt Olson, probably the top 3 guys. Baldwin, I feel like you gotta wait till he's fully... Like, how many games has he played? I mean, of course he had a homer in his first game back. He looked insane in this game, but I'm like, it's his first game back. Let's calm down. Since then, hasn't really done anything. Versus righties, I don't know if he's even batting versus lefties. I guess a little bit. Hasn't really done much since he's come back, though. Hit that 1 homer and then didn't really do anything else. Season-wise, looks good. Yeah, I mean, Matt Olson's close. Matt Olson and Drake Baldwin are always like, I mean, they cashed me out. I had a game where I took Baldwin, Olson, and James Wood. They all hit in the same game. That was absolutely nasty. If you were in stream for that one, you already know, but just they both had like a 40% barrel rate, and they were just batting unbelievable. Like, it was insane. Both have a pretty good pull rate, straight rate. You always want Oppo to be the lowest, so like pull and straight being the highest is fine. Oppo just means they're swinging late, getting weak contact. I mean, Drake Baldwin looks, yeah, like, it's just recency, though. That scares me, general recency. I guess if I had to take anyone, I'd take Olson. I don't really love the pitcher situation here. I mean, sinker changeup is really what you have to account for. Olson's much better on that than Baldwin. For the season, at least. Let's look at like the last 20 plate appearances or something. Olson, 18.2. Strikes out a lot. Michael Harris doesn't strike out that much. Blast is very similar. Michael Harris hitting in the ground a lot, though. I just hate betting on changeup sinker. I mean, they're really hard pitches to hit out. Yeah, I just wouldn't take anyone in this game. I could see Olson going. I could see Baldwin going. Maybe Harris if he puts one in the air, but not against these pitches, man. Perio, appreciate the sub, bro. Valdez gonna give up 3 homers. I don't know about that, bro. If he doesn't crash out, if anything, he'll give up 3 hit by pitches. He'll just start whipping it at people. Hunter Goodman. I don't even think I looked at the Rockies yet. Is their pitcher announced last night? I don't think the Red Sox pitcher was announced yet. Jake Bennett. Has given up 1 homer to righties. 4-seam change sinker. Yeah, I mean, Hunter Goodman's just the best hitter on the Rockies. Braxton Fulford. 20% barrel. That's a good sleeper. Plus 800 on him. Hunter Goodman for plus 265. No shot I'm ever taking this. But he does look like the best Rocky. I can't for plus 265. I mean, him and Buxton have the same odds, and Buxton has a 50% barrel. Hunter Goodman has a 20%. Good hard hit rate, good squared up rate, good blast, but like I'm not taking a homer for plus 265 when it doesn't even look amazing. Like, it's got to look amazing. I saw a lot of people liking Aranda. And I like him for a hit, not necessarily a home run, especially with this changeup. He's getting that 31% of the time. Hasn't even barreled one up. He's seen 17 of them. Don't love that. He did hit one for a homer, I guess. Four-seam change. Not hitting it in the air. I mean, I guess 66% decent air rate. I don't love that when line drive is the highest out of line drive and fly ball. You usually want to hit it in... I mean, fly ball is obviously the best for home runs. Hard hit pull. The only reason I even look at line drives usually is because I like hitting it in the air more often than on the ground. Like if you see a fly ball rate at 20%, you see a ground ball rate at like 53%, you just aren't going to take it. But at least he's hitting line drives and not ground balls. So that's always good. Four seam change. I did take Yandy Diaz for a hit today. Holy moonshot, 467. That is insane. Last 60 days when he hits a fly ball off the four seam change, 38% of the time it is a home run, which is absolutely insane. On all pitches, 13% of the time in his last 60 days. Line drive included 20% of the time. So if he could get a fly ball, but you're banking on 1 of 5 in his last 15, does this go up? Okay, that goes up. That's huge. Goes up a lot, too. Is in a good stadium for home runs. Is this their home? Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't mind it. Don't love it against Michael Wacha, but... Changeup four seam. Changeup cutter four seam. So in his last outing, he threw 13 cutters, 10 four seamers. I don't really think that changes much with Aranda. If anything, that makes it better. Averages 278 feet. For plus 475, I don't mind it. For plus 475. Not one of my favorites, but I could get behind it for plus 475. Last 25, though, only a 16% barrel. What does he do on the cutter? Actually, really good on the cutter. Yandy, I only homer at home. Diaz. Has he actually? Yeah, literally. Yandy, I only homer on Fridays at home. Diaz. Home. Oh, you can't do Fridays. Jeez, look at him at home, though. 27% of the time he's homering. I did take him for a hit. I don't love his barrel. Hits a lot of ground balls, so I like him for like a single up the gap, up the middle. But I don't really love... I mean, sinker slider, again, we've been over this. Sinker slider, terrible. But look at all his singles. I mean, he's got to be favored to hit a single, right? Like, this is ridiculous at this point. Minus 155 against the sinker slider in over, like, 60 batted ball events. I mean, he has a 471 and a 400 batting average. With his last 5 being single ground ball singles. Like, it's insane. I mean, look at all these singles. It's literally insane. Let's see how many singles he has. Sinker, slider. When it is anything. Single 33% of the time. It's pouring at World Cup in Philly. That's in Philly? Where are they playing at? They're playing at Lincoln Financial or what? France versus Iraq. France is up 1-0. Of course, Mbappe already has a goal. This guy is insane. I think Messi scored 2 earlier. Like, bro. Messi's the GOAT. Yeah, Lincoln Financial. I went there. Went there with my roommate. My roommate's an Eagles fan. I'm a Bears fan. We went to that Black Friday game. Whew, that was fun. Fun for me. Fun for me. Not so much for him. But, you know, happens. Womp womp, little bro. Yeah, but I don't mind around it here. I mean, if you were to take him for a homer, I wouldn't mind that. I don't think I'm going to, just because against Waka, his top 2 pitches he's really good on, but so is Aranda, so. How often does he pull? It's an important stat here. How often is he's a lefty, right? Why is he not pulling it? Like, if he pulled it more, like, look at these. Like, I could expect, like, if he hits a homer, it's going to be, like, right here. But just, I don't love that he doesn't really pull a ton. 18%. And you can't really bank on it being a fly ball either, because recently it's only 24% hitting a fly ball. When you would take out the cutter, 36%, but I don't know. I just don't love it. Yeah, it was a great game. Burleson, Buxton, I picked the last leg. Burleson, Buxton, I mean, I do like Kobe Mayo. He's only plus 340. Wow. Tells you something. I like Clemens a lot. Jackson Merrill. In my blog, I have Clemens, Merrill, and then Stowers. I just don't like Stowers' matchup against the pitcher, but I like his matchup against the pitch mix, if that makes sense. So we'll see what happens there. It'll be interesting. He's really good on the sinker slider. So if you look here, like, pitcher, really good. Doesn't give up too many homers. Has given up 3. 3 to only 166 pitches. Isn't even actually that bad. But look at, I mean, him on the slider is really, really good. But so is Stowers. Slider, 22.2% barrel, 40% barrel on the sinker. So we'll see what happens. But I do like Mayo. If you were to say, like, if I were to tell you my favorite, I would take Clemens. But I'm going to take Mayo, BetMGM plus 340. Those are really high odds for him. Or really, really low odds, but probably the highest by a bit on MGM. Yeah, you can see on DraftKings, he's plus 270. That's insane. So make sure if you are taking Mayo for a homer, take him on BetMGM. Which I am doing right now. Betting him to win 2 units. Batter home runs. Kobe Mayo being 340 is actually crazy. Don't tell me Clemens, I had him yesterday and I'll take him again. Bro, take it, bro. He's my favorite today, man. If you don't want to take him, take Jackson Merrill. I mean, Jackson Merrill is the best odds. I'm actually surprised that Stowers has lower odds than Jackson Merrill. Burleson I really like as well. I think we do need to do another... We do need to do another homer lay because I think I have a boost on BetMGM. Maybe we'll do Burleson, Mayo, and then we'll find another... Or no, it's just a 25% boost in general. See if I have any boosts anywhere. Stowers facing a different pitcher, and I bet it on him. They changed the pitcher? Wait, what? They changed this... What? Wait. Is this guy not pitching, like... No, he's still going to pitch. Matthew, this pitcher's still going to pitch. We're good. Kels Johnson, appreciate the sub, bro. Again, if you guys want to use all of this data for yourself, you can. And I'm going to send a code in chat. 30% off. It's usually $15 a month, $150 a year, whatever plan you want. If you use that code in chat, you'll get it for $100 a year or $10 a month for your first month. Your whatever subscription you buy first. It's an opener. How do people not get this yet? Bro, I know what an opener is, but he's projected that the pitcher that he's projected to go against, Kumar Rocker, Unless he's pitching against, or unless he's getting Tyler Alexander. But right now, like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Kumar Rocker is projected to throw 15 innings, or 15 outs, 15 and a half outs. I like Burleson more than Jordan Walker, for sure. Books disagree, which I think is interesting. %30 MLB profit boost. 50% same game profit boost. What about Ohtani, bro? Oh, I got you, autograph. Alexander is opening. Okay, so that does change things. That sucks if Alexander is opening. I didn't know that. Stowers, probably just a guaranteed out. If he gets the slider off a lefty, I mean, maybe. He's really good with the slider, though. This pitcher's... Or no, this... Hold on. Sinker, sweeper... Yeah, I mean, it's probably just cooked. I don't know. We'll see. I hate that you can do openers, man. It's like obviously they're going to, but oh yeah, that sucks. It's just annoying. Like, they just know, man. Awesome, Adam. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Every team with a terrible start is running an opener, bro. That's what they got to do, man. And, like, it makes sense. Like, you're facing a lot of lefties initially, so I guess throw in a lefty before you throw in Rocker, but it's just annoying, man. Like, you're facing Stowers. I guess Alberto Hernandez isn't a lefty. Neither is... They're literally actually just scared of Stowers. It's funny. Jose, appreciate the sub, bro. I do like Newt Bar. I just don't like that he's coming back from injury. Just don't like he's coming back from injury. It scares me. I think I'm going to take Mayo, Burleson. Mayo's odds are so much higher on BetMGM than anywhere else. Burleson as well. I do want to take him for a hit. I just don't know where they're going to... Where's he usually bat in the lineup? Check out the weak spots. That's a way you could also check where they usually bat. Kobe Mayo usually bats 8th. 8th, 7th, 6th. That's not great. For a plus, bro, why are his odds so low? Man, the books really like him to go today. That is crazy. Plus 340 and he's batting 8th. Pete Alonso plus 283. Could see both of those guys going. Just really could. 10 leg, 1.5 HRR. Jensen, Stott, Antonacci, Guzman, Samad Taylor, I assume, Goldschmidt, Otto Lopez, PCA. That game's gonna get rained out. Churio, Burleson. It's crazy, bro. We do have to go. Do you guys want to go over some pitchers? Because I like homers as much as the next guy, but you got to feel these homer plays. A little niche, but what are your picks for Mecha Chameleon? Yo, I'm thinking that sewer map. You know, you blend in like a cat, bro. Have you seen that clip? There's a guy acting like a cat in the sewer. So funny. Bro, I've told you the best home runs. These are the best home runs. Burleson, Mayo. We got to find another one for this Burleson, Mayo lay. Except I can't look him up for some reason. But MGM's UI is so bad. So bad, bro. Checked out Corbin. We can do Corbin. Mel Kelly's just hilariously bad. Andre Palante. I don't think this guy was confirmed starter. Let's see, what does he give up on? Four seam does throw the knuckle curve a lot to lefties, but throws the four seamer 40% of the time, 50% of the time almost. Last three, you want to make sure that's consistent. Getting a lot of knuckle curve, don't like that. 95 velo to 79. You can see why everyone whiffs on the knuckle curve. My guess is Corbin Carroll is going to get it a lot against him. 2 of 5, only one hard hit. Let's look at the team versus pitcher quick. Diamondbacks. Del Castillo, 3 singles. Went 3 of 3 the first time he played him. 3 four-seamers, grounder, line drive. It's not bad at all. Corbin Carroll, 4 ground balls on him. On 4 four-seamers as well, which is really good. Perdomo doesn't look good. Pavin Smith, maybe. Like, he does have a homer on him. But yeah, I mean, this guy is throwing a lot of heat. So, I would just go based off of that. Whoever looks good there, I mean, pretty much take. Probably don't want to take a righty here. I mean, unless they're really, really good on the slider, but he's throwing sinker slide. Again, been over that. You don't want to take a homer off the sinker slider. Corbin Carroll doesn't look as good as I hoped he would off the four-seamer. I mean, Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, I could see those guys. Hold on, I'm trying to find Burleson on the app. Let me see what Corbin's odds. It's plus 475. Also want to look at someone who's good on MGM. Since we're taking that here. I don't love Corbin Carroll for... I don't love his odds. Strikes out a lot. Doesn't really have a great pull barrel. Can filter like the last 15, but only has 2. Both were homers. I don't know. 40% hard hit. Average EV of 89 off of the heater. Like, why is he's not been great on the heater. Look at his batting average. I mean, a 370 ISO, 16.2 barrel, 10.5% pull. Just doesn't look great. 319 ISO, 14 homers in his last 2 seasons. Look how good he was last year then. Yeah, just insane. And he changed to this season. You can just see K rates are going up, whiff rates are going up, swinging strikes going up, lower EV. Not great. Not great. %12 barrel in his last 25 plate appearances. 44% fly ball rate, 48% hard hit, 40% pull. Like, I don't hate it, I guess, but this season is... If you had his stats from last year, I'd probably take it. This season, though, probably not. Yelich, I am never betting Yelich, ever in my entire life, ever. Of all time, ever. Thoughts on Sam Antonacci? I mean, dude's been nasty recently. Does he go again? Probably not. He's plus 920. Does have an insane barrel on the pitches, but again, Gavin Williams, we already went over this, the Sox game. I don't really love it. Maybe we throw Bucks on a parlay. I love Buxton today. I hate that I love Buxton today, but I mean, bro, a 78.6 good air rate, 43 blasts, 70% squared up, 42 perfect launch angle sweet spot between 8 and 32 degrees, 79% hard hit on a 42 barrel, 6 hits over 350 feet, 4 of 10 against this pitcher with 2 homers. I mean, like, come on, man. He's plus 200, bro. That's what I would go with, honestly. How's wood look? Let's take a peek. Oh, yeah, that game's rained out. Gilberto Hernandez. Tyler Phillips doesn't really give up a lot of homers. His last 5 starts struggles a bit versus lefties. Sinker, splitter, curve. Not ideal pitches. Wait, why am I stupid? Am I looking at the wrong guy? Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong pitcher. Still sinker, slider. Kumar Rocker is the primary. They are going to get Tyler Alexander, so honestly, I probably wouldn't even take Gilberto Hernandez. I don't know how he looks against this top pitcher, though. Or the, whatever, the opener. I mean, just not great, right? Good barrel, actually, recently. Looks decent against the starter, actually. If he looks good against Rocker, maybe you do take him. Sinker slider, though. I'm going to go team versus pitch mix and just do sinker slider because that's what both of these guys are throwing. Gilberto Hernandez, maybe for a hit. Barrel, 9.7%. Hits a lot of ground balls, though. Home run per fly ball, 22% of the time. So when he hits a fly ball, decent chance it gets out, about 1 in 5. Griffin Conine. This guy looks insane. 21% barrel. Burleson Pete Bucks is the 3-leg of the day. I actually don't mind that. I like Kobe Mayo more, though, to be honest. Well, maybe because Pete will get another AB. Are they playing? They're still playing the Dodgers or no, the Angels? That's right. Could be interesting. Gilberto Hernandez, 333. Might take him for a hit. He's minus, yeah, I mean, he's minus like 180 on the score. Goldschmidt, Caglione, and Buxton. I haven't even looked at Caglione. Let's take a peek. Drew Rasmussen. He was really bad last year. I remember, at least at the start of the year. Struggles a bit versus lefties. Four-seam cutter. Yeah, that's right in Caglione's wheelhouse. Now, you could look at John Rave. Only 4 plate appearances, though. 50% barrel. Did get a homer, but, like, you don't really take that into account. Or I don't, at least. Jack Caglione, 25.6% barrel, 72% hard hit. Like, yeah, I mean, it's just insane. Good line drive. Not a great pull. But do you care when he's hitting it 90, 98 off the bat? Probably not. Let's see, what has he done recently? Still throwing that four-seam cut. Is there history here? 0 for 2 with a K. What did he do in the other one? Pop up. It's not great. Did get a four-seam, though. And this was last year, so, like, it's come to into his own this season. Jack Caglione for a hit, actually, I wouldn't mind. I mean, look at him on the four-seam cut. I'm going to take him for a hit. Pair him up with either Kobe Mayo or something. Yeah, I mean, he looks good for a homer. I could see it for sure. Don't like his fly ball rate. It's not great. Like him for a hit. Maybe his total bases. Yeah, I mean, I could see it for sure. I like him more than Jensen. Someone's asking Jensen in chat. I like him more than Jensen. I mean, just a higher barrel. You could also filter. So this is over, yeah, 72 and 81 plate appearances. So let's make sure recently it's still looking like that. See, Caglione and Jensen, really similar K rates, but Caglione way higher barrel, especially recently. Let's filter the last 15 batted ball events. Yeah, I mean, 20% barrel. 80% hard hit rate, 32 blast. So, blast, for those of you that don't know and you're just new or tuning in or just don't even know what I'm talking about, blast is pretty much when they're hitting it on, or they're squaring it up so they're getting really good contact and they're hitting it above a certain, it's like a weird calculation. I think it's, what is it, the competitive swing or blast, like squared up percent. So basically they're squaring it up and they're hitting it really hard. That's all you need to know. Which is really, really good for homers, obviously. You can see a 32% blast is really, really good. Anything over 10% is good, and you can see all of these guys on the Royals have an over 20% blast, which is pretty insane, but remember, he's throwing the cutter four seam a lot, so that's kind of bound to happen. You could also see on the season 17.6% blast for him. Isaac Collins, Michael Macy, maybe some deep long shot guys. Isaac Collins, 5 near homers, 0 homers on those pitches. I would definitely take Jack today for a hit, at least. Plus 360. I mean, he's done it back-to-back games, getting 2 hits. Plus 360 seems crazy, but I guess a lot of books kind of agree. That's kind of his thing there. Freddie Freeman was my top play. So if you are tailing my streak, make sure you bet that as well. So Caesars and God, Caesars not great here. Underdog, so it shows underdog is minus 132, but they run their odds differently, so you have to kind of look elsewhere. MGM Hard Rock or Caesars MGM Hard Rock. Yeah, so I'm probably going to take this on BetMGM. And I play my hit parlays usually to win like 3 units or so, depending on what I'm taking. I do want to take another homer for this parlay with Burley and Mayo. Wow, this UI is so bad. It's just glitching all over the place. Yeah, we looked at Sam Antonacci. I mean, don't love it. Anyone in Brewers Reds? I was looking at this one last night. If I had to pick, I think it was like Churio, maybe, but it'd have to be a lefty. I didn't end up liking anyone enough to take it. Maybe Garrett Mitchell, maybe Bowers. I think Jose went with, what did he do? Did he go Bowers or Terang? Ooh, Narth posted Torque and Soto. Okay, so he just doesn't look at the weather at all because that game is like 100% getting rained out. It's got to get rained out, right? What does our meteorologist say here? Yellow update. There's some scattered showers around, but it's most likely going to hold south and stay fairly light. I'm optimistic they can play without issue. Maybe we do have to look at that game. Interesting. Really? Wow. Now this game, he said, orange update, scattered showers and storms around. I don't really have some brilliant, here's what's going to happen take for you here. We just don't know yet. High res models keep a lot of the action south of the ballpark, though almost certainly not all of it. I'm putting this one at orange for a likely delay or possible postponement. Okay. Interesting. So he did update this one, though. Kevin is our meteorologist for Propfinder. So if you are looking at the weather a day of especially, you can see. So, you know what? Screw it. Let's research the Cubs game. I guess Juan Soto looks really, really good. Probably just on the four-seamer. Going to get it a lot. Doesn't like bench. Did take Soto over bench. Plus 310. I mean, let's see the last 15. I mean, Soto hasn't done anything recently. Not quite sure why Narth is on Soto, to be honest. Interesting. Probably just because how bad Shota is against lefties on the four-seamer. Last 3, though, hasn't given up any barrels. Last 5, given up, what, like 1 barrel? is worse versus righties. Soto history strong. Yeah, I mean, that's probably why. 376, 352, 392. One was a splitter as well. The two four-seamers, he got 376, 392. Yeah. Holy weak spots. I mean, Shota's, oh, dear lord. PCA, Bregman, Bush, Seiya, Shaw, Kelly, Bichette, Soto, Marcus Semien, Vientos, Wagaman. It's just chalked, man. Shota's so buns. So in his last 5 starts, he's only given up 1 homer to lefties. He's given up 9 to righties. So you'd have to probably take a righty here, but the Mets don't really have very many good righties. Four-seam splitter. He's given up 8 homers on his top 2 pitches to righties. And they're in Citi Field. So I guess it's better for righties. Wind pulling out for righties as well. Man, if Soto pokes one Oppo, like if he pokes one here, it's just gone with that wind. I would not take Goodman for 2 homers. Pete, maybe? I do like Pete for a homer. I'm guessing 2 is like impossible. I would personally never bet 2 homers. Soto on the season, 86 plate appearances, 7 near homers, 4 homers. And 23 of them were, I don't know. For plus 310, do I love that? Pete, PCA, Burley, and Bucks. Okay, so this guy definitely struggles more versus righties. Forcing Cutter. Hap PCA. It's like always Hap PCA. PCA, much higher fast swing rate. Hits in the air more. Hap just has a higher barrel. Is there any history against this guy? Horner as a homer? Like, bro. PCA 0 of 2. Got to see what happened on those. Hap 2 of 7. Strikes out a lot against him. .329. Got 2 forkballs. It's not ideal. He's just not giving them the fastball. Or they're not hitting it for some reason. Seiya actually looks pretty good. Thing is, this guy struggles just so much. Like, it's insane. Really high barrel to righties, but a higher hard hit to lefties. Fly ball rates high to both sides. Home run per fly ball high to both sides. Pull air rate actually higher versus righties. So, I mean, you could just take anyone in this game. Like, Hap, Bush, PCA, Shaw, Seiya is probably where I would cut it off. Like, any one of those guys I could see going. Who's best on the 4-seam? Probably where I would go next. I mean, Shaw's been unbelievable. Plus 900. I don't like that he's batting 6th. But I could see him going. What do you guys think? Who's your favorite for this game? I'm seeing a lot of Hap. Seeing Hap, Marcus Simeon as well. Holy weak spots that game. Wow, Jose is cashing so much on the World Cup. It's actually insane. Got Say on my hit card. Yeah, I mean, I could see that for sure. Bregman actually somehow has a good, yeah, like, no way I'm taking Bregman. Suzuki, a lot of you guys on Say it today. See the last 25 plate appearances. I don't know. I can't decide. It's always either Hap, PCA, Seiya, Bush. Like those are always the top guys. I feel like recently it's just got to be PCA. Off of a righty though. If you just take all this out and you just look who's best on a righty. Yeah, I mean it is going to be Seiya, PCA. I don't like that the wind's blowing against lefties, so I'd probably rather take a righty for that reason. So, I mean, I'd be fine with taking Seiya. I also do like him for a hit. Really good on the four-seam cutter. Really good versus righties. God, he's good versus righties and lefties. Slightly higher swinging strike rate. And I don't love that. I don't know. I'd take Seiya for a hit. I don't know if I'd take him for a homer. Just not hitting a lot of fly balls recently. Getting a lot of pull, though. Like, if he can just pull it, I mean, he's just got to poke it, what, like 340 and the rest will carry. So, doesn't even seem like a terrible chance there. Oh, I try to go live daily. Usually like 4 times a week. Appreciate the sub, Parlay Goonie. I don't know how Bregman has a 290 batting average. That just doesn't even sit right with me. Let's see if Hap is way better versus... I mean, Hap, I don't like his K rate. Is he better versus righties or lefties? I always forget. Is better versus righties. This is better left-handed batter. Hasn't hit a homer off of a righty since... It's been 12 days. I don't know. I really don't like the wind blowing against him. I mean, it's not going to matter when he hits it this far, 406, but still. Hap, PCA, Seiya. I think I'm going to take Seiya for a hit. I don't know if I'm going to take any homers from this game. I guess... I don't know. This pitcher also, Kodai Senga, hasn't given up a barrel on his top 2 pitches to lefties. He hasn't given up a single barrel all season. So he's been really good versus lefties on the four-seam forkball. Versus righties, yeah, it's just got to be Seiya, right? It's just got to be Seiya. Yeah, you just got to run Seiya. So I'm gonna run Seiya, Burleson, and Kobe Mayo on this slip. It's got to be Seiya. As long as it doesn't rain. Hopefully Kevin's right on this. Plus 12,000. If I add this 25% boost, plus 15,000. And I always bet however much it costs to make 1,000. on homers. So I'm betting $6, and of course, it's like literally $6.67. Not even trolling. No troll. And then I'm also going to bet Seiya to win 2 units. He's also plus 425, so 706 on him. And we'll put both of those in. Opinions on Counting Stars by One Republic. Pretty good, bro. Pretty good. Better yet, what do you think about Fields? It's also a pretty good one. Yeah, let's do strikeouts. All right, so these are going to be all the home runs. Let me add Seiya. I did Nito. Yeah, let me add Seiya here. If you type exclamation mark props 1 or just exclamation mark, what did I even have it at? Just exclamation mark props. You'll be able to see all the homers, or exclamation mark props 2. I'm in Chicago. The sun's out right now. Well, they're playing in New York, so I'm also in Chicago, and the sun is out. Yeah, those are my favorite homers for today. I parlayed Clemens, Stowers, and Merrill, and then we're also doing Burleson, Seiya, and Kobe Mayo. I also need to take Caglione for a hit with someone. God, Caglione better get a hit today. He looks insane. We all from Chicago, literally. Chirac, bro. I do like Kobe Mayo for a hit. I just don't like that he's batting late in the lineup. So I think I'd rather take Seiya. Good history. So I think I'm going to do Seiya and Jack Caglione. Seiya, I don't have the score personally. I just know it's a good app. Just not verified on that. FanDuel also hasn't verified me. Crazy. Minus 185 and minus 160. I guess we're going to have to take these 2 guys on Hard Rock. And then I'm going to bet whatever it is to win 3 units as a little parlay. So if you do want the hit parlays, I did... I said this earlier in stream, but it was a while ago. So I have Alec Burleson, Freddie Freeman for a hit, minus 125 for those odds, and Diaz and Cody Clemens for a hit as well. So if you want to get in on the action, get those hits. And again, I'm betting Seiya. It's never worth betting them as straights, so I like taking 2 guys who I think are going to get a hit and just taking them for a 2-leg parlay, and then it's kind of like you get decent odds for that. Cag known. Oh, not for a homer, for a hit. And so you are getting plus 148 on Seiya and Jack for a hit. Take that every day of the week. Plus 148 to win 3 units. I'm going to be betting $30.41 on those 2 guys. And that will net me 3 units. Bookie bets 300th homer. I never play into things like that. Like Gunnar, everyone was like, oh my God, Gunnar Henderson's going to hit his 100th homer. And then they would bet him for 2 weeks straight until he finally hit his 100th homer. It's like, what are we doing? It's like, just... Also, Mookie Betts is slowing way down on homers, especially. I mean, it's 8 this season. I don't know. Not something I'd take. Against Zebby Matthews, though, honestly, 4-seam slider, not a terrible opportunity to do it tonight. Not a terrible opportunity at all. Really good on the slider, not so much on the 4-seamer. We'll see, though. Okay, let's do some pitcher lays, or pitcher props, and then I'm gonna wrap up this stream. So those are all the homers. Again, you could type exclamation mark props 1, exclamation mark props 2 in chat to see all of them, or you can just pause here. Here's all the homers. I parlayed Clemens, Stowers, Merrill, and I parlayed Burleson, Mayo, and Seiya. And I like Jack. I should have taken Jack for a homer as well. But I think... I mean, as a lefty, wind blowing out, cutter four seam, 25% barrel. I'm going to take jack for a homer as well. What did I just do this lay? What did I just do? I also need to round robin it. Forgot to do that. But I took Saya, Burleson, Mayo. So now I'm going to do jack. Okay, Jack Caglione just doesn't pop up. He is best on, let's see, for a homer, best on MGM, so I'm already there. Bro, we're getting to strikeouts. Chill. Chill, bro. I got you. I must just bet Jack for tomorrow. Oh, this game's starting in 14 minutes. So if you want to bet, make sure you're doing it now. Okay, those are all out. I'm going to pull up the pitcher K-Lays. Or the pitcher strikeout matchup cheat sheet, whatever it's called. Anthony K projected to get 9 Ks. Holy. It doesn't have a very high K rate. Dylan Cease versus the Astros. Interesting. No, I wouldn't take J-Cam. I would take Aranda, if anyone, from the Rays. Wow, Altuve and Yanir Diaz have been striking out a lot recently. Cease really good the first few times going through the order. Just waiting for my picket to refresh. If you're not in the Discord as well, make sure you join that. I'm going to type those links in chat. Discord. I'm going to show the discount code and then the Twitter as well. I post all my plays in Discord. So if you get in there, you'll see all of them. It's completely free as well. Top 10% better yesterday on Pickett. Let's go. Huge. Don't see. Let's see. Higher opponent K rate. God, K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jeez. K does not strike a lot of guys out, but man, his matchup today is pretty decent. Vulnerability. Wow. A lot of high vulnerable guys. Should hopefully get them. Mets game postponed, bro. Of course it is. I called it, man. I don't know why. I'm like, yeah, surely Kevin knows what he's talking about. He's a meteorologist, right? It's fine. Hopefully it's just postponed? Yeah. Hopefully just postponed and not completely delayed till like tomorrow or something. Okay, just post it on Discord. Again, if you're there, you'll see all the plays for completely free. Oh, delayed for a future day? Bro, again, Cubs are just getting screwed with postponements. Are we for real? Yeah, that's just cooked. I don't know if I'm taking Cease K's. I mean, with how good he's been recently, it just depends what his line is. I mean, 6.5. Not really getting an edge on vulnerable, like, Astros players. I don't know. For minus 133 for 7, probably not. Opponent K rates aren't that high. Brandon Woodruff against the Reds, maybe. Should get at least 3 here in the bottom 5 of the order. Really good first 2 times going around. Third plus doesn't really get much. Yeah, I mean, I'd take Woodruff. He's projected 7.62. I'd probably take him for 5 or 6 Ks at least. Woodruff just got back. So you're saying you don't know how much he's going to pitch? Oh, yeah, he hasn't pitched since April. His line's still 5.5 Ks. Projected outs 14.5. I mean, that's what he was pitching before. Like that probably would have been his line before. So I mean, I don't mind that. Also, usually pitchers, if they have like some serious injury, they don't just come back like a lot of hitters do. They go in the minors and have a few starts and make sure they're feeling good. So I'm still fine with Woodruff. Cease, I don't know. K, like, I still don't know. They are striking out so much though. For 4, like, almost have to like that. Yeah, Cubs game not happening, apparently. It's tough. That's tough. I like Cease because Astro's been striking out more as of recent. Not really, though. Not really. 14, 15, 8%. Like Altuve and Diaz, maybe, but... I mean, the thing is, Cease is so good, but for minus 133, I just don't love it. I do really like K. I mean, Cease strikes out a third of the guys he goes up against, like... Put away Ray. I think you got to take Woodruff. Fewer than 3 starts. Don't love that. Yeah, we're not taking anything with that. Oh, yeah, the game's already canceled anyway. Mets game's done. Phillies is delayed at least. I think I'm probably going to play, like, K, Woodruff, and then, like, Merrill hits. Yeah, I mean, it's been 8-game streak of 7 Ks. Still don't. I mean, I don't know. For minus 133 on a good, like, that's a really hard matchup. Look at that rank. 29th. Versus righties, though, they do strike out a lot. Strike out second least in the league away. It's crazy. I don't know. I just don't think the odds are worth it. He probably gets 7. I don't think he gets more. Just with how good the Astros have been. Let's look at... I'm going to look at hits allowed. I think I do want to take Merrill Kelly over hits allowed. Strikeouts... I guess not strikeouts. We kind of already looked at that. Walks allowed, earned runs. Kyle Bradish gives up a lot of walks. These guys strike out a lot, though. I feel like you can't even really, like, walks. Can you really even... I don't know. It's, like, more of a pitcher thing. Like, just they get in their head too much. Away, how often is... I mean, every game he's thrown... Like, that's insane, man. He doesn't even have a line for this anywhere else other than Underdog. Underdog, you're probably getting crap odds, but jeez. 1.5 walks allowed. He's hit every game away. Framber Valdez as well. I mean, he's hit 8 of his last 10. He's home. He's hit 5 of 6 at home. Oh, wait, this game already started. Has he walked anyone yet? Let's see. Let's take a peek. Yeah, Valdez already walked 2 guys. That sucks. That sucks. It's tough. Tough. Let me see if Bradish actually has this walks allowed. Yeah, so his line is 0.7x to go over. So you're getting like minus, I don't even know what it is, minus 250 or something on underdog. These odds are not accurate. Wish I was getting minus 135 for that. Let's just do hits allowed. I feel like you just have to take Merrill Kelly. I mean, this guy's laughable. Like, this guy's actually so bad. Especially lefties, and I know they have a lot of lefties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, if 3 of those guys get, 4 of those guys get a hit, can you get 2 righties to get a knock? I mean, probably. Look at their batting averages, too. So I'm going to take Merrill Kelly, hits allowed. I'm going to take... what were the strikeouts I liked? Woodruff and something. Anthony K. Where are we at? Woodruff. Anthony K. Did like both of those guys. And then Merrill Kelly as well. Over hits allowed. That's what I would take for that. Let's see. Like last 10 of 10, 5 of 10. I mean, Cease, like, if you want to take Cease, I'm not going to blame you, especially with how much the Astros strike out versus righties. I guess that is something we have to consider. Versus righties. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I don't know. It's still not, it doesn't seem insane to me. Don't like his head-to-head, even though I don't really think that matters. Still don't really love the head-to-head stats. With how many Bradish just got, he just got 12. Him to get 6, I mean, against an easy matchup, probably see that happening. Had 20 outs last time he played the Angels. 23 outs, maybe take his over on outs. He's minus 150 to do so. Like, a guy like Bradish, I'd probably like more than Cease, to be honest. Verk, what do you think on that? Like, look at his recent strikeouts. I mean, or that was last year. Never mind. Wow, last year he's been even better than this year too. Really good versus lefties. Slider sinker too. Like, let's look at team versus pitch mix. Who are the Orioles playing? Angels. Team versus pitch mix. Angels. 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 Def don't want his over this year. So you could versus righties or lefties. Lefties. Really good with that curveball. High put away rate versus lefties. So like if you can find like, let's see, lefties. Yeah, I mean these guys, I don't know, man. I guess these guys don't strike out a lot. Just look at them though. It's not great. It's not great. High swinging strike rates. I don't know how they're not striking out more, to be honest. Look at those whiff rates. Look at those swinging strike rates. They're just not striking out. Don't even have his hits allowed. Gotta take that on MGM. I'd probably take that for 2 units, to win 2 units. Really like that play. Woodruff over 5.5 is plus money on MGM. He's just really good versus lefties, and he's facing a lot of them, especially at the top. K 4.5. Wait, what was this? Let's see. Should get his outs too. His projected 5 innings, 6 strikeouts. So 2 of the 5 innings is he going to strike out all of those batters? It is a lot. Last season, 4 of 6 on the road. This season, only got 4 in both games. Could also take him for 4. I mean, he's minus 160 to do that. He's just got nasty stuff, man. He's got nasty stuff. Also project him pretty high on the strikeout matchup cheat sheet. 7.62 projected. Just with how much the Reds have been striking out recently. Just got to take it. I mean, 30% of the time in his first 2 times through the order is striking guys out. Third plus. Doesn't usually see him a third time. Why can you not, like, look up players on BetMGM? Like, I look up Merrill Kelly, and Jack Kelly comes up for the New York Giants. Like, I don't even know who that is. What is even happening, bro? Pitching, strikeouts. Not strikeouts, it's allowed. Yeah, Mets game not happening. I do not think Cagliano's hit is risky. That's why I took it, obviously. So I just took Merrill Kelly minus 140 on MGM to win 3 units. Let's see, what else do we like? Anthony KK's. He's got a good name for it too. Anthony KK's. Doesn't get a lot of strikeouts, but can he find 5? Can he find 5? That's it's interesting. I feel like I like it, but I don't know. He's not a strikeout pitcher. So for him to be minus 140, I mean, I guess that's more a knock on the hitters than, yeah. Against lefties, he is good. First left-handed pitchers, the Reds or the Cleveland is bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, they're bad, man. They're bad. I pitched 4 innings. Jeez. I'd probably take K to win, or to win a unit. Take him on Caesars. And then take Woodruff on MGM for sure. That game's also about to start. Yeah, Woodruff plus 135. I do like it for 6. I'm gonna take him to win 1 unit. So 11-11 on him. And then also gonna take K for 5 Ks. Bro, like, where is this game? What are we doing? Jeez, minus 155. What? Is that real? Oh, yeah, we need him on Caesars for 4. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But I think that'll pretty much do the stream. So, yeah, let me know if you need anything else. If you want to join our Discord, want to join our Twitter, make sure you do. Both links are in chat if you want to use the site for yourself. Code PF30. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Just betting K over 4.5 Ks. And then I'll get out of here. Yeah, here's everything I took. Yeah, everything is there. Saya, don't mind this. Saya's not playing. Caglione. I wish we could get another hit parlay. I really like Caglione. He looks really good against Rasmussen. I mean, just look at him on that cutter four-seam change. His top 3 pitches just looks insane. Rasmussen has been better as of late, but still throws that four-seam cutter change up, and that's exactly what you want for Caglione. Appreciate you, F7. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for joining. Again, everything's in the Discord. Everything's on Twitter. So make sure you're following there as well. And I'll see you guys later. Appreciate the sub, Huncho Steve. Huncho Steve.